This NFL DFS Picks Week 15 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by the SGPN app. The SGPN app is completely free to download and home to all of your favorite SGPN podcasts, contents, and picks. Just type SGPN in your app store today to download America's #1 DGen app.
This is Nate Collins. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
I'm already ready for the airport, Sean. Got my travel shirt on.
Yes, I last time we flew, you made friends with this very nice old lady. Your friendship started when she.
Have we not discussed that on the air?
No, because
I had the entire flight. I was having a conversation with this lady who I'm pretty sure had sex with Jerry Sloan. Possibly Wilt.
Yeah,
Bob Hope was definitely in her Rolodex.
It sounded like so the friendship started when Ryan told this old lady how to put her phone in airplane mode. Now I have my headphones on, but I could just see they're chatting it up the entire time. I pop in a couple times, but she was sharing conversations about hanging out the forum.
She was big time enough, or her husband and her were big time enough to where. And who knows what her husband did, because he also flew plane. Like he flew the plane for the Lakers too.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on there, but it does seem like she was just telling me these casual stories. Like, oh, that Magic, he was messing around a little too much. And she was telling me about Wilt, and it's like it's almost like first person encounters here. The Magic story had a little personal bite to it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, very
anyway.
nice
Long story short, she was going out. She's now just an old lady. All these people are dead. Bob Hope no longer roams the earth.
She survived them all,
and she was going out to Vegas to deal with a house and sell it. And it's the same thing. Most old people complaining about everything.
And perfect transition, because Ryan, she mentioned that she was actually a big Rams fan, and she had a Puka Nacua jersey. Like
that was how.
I mean, that's the most surprising thing, that she is a woman in LA who's a big Rams fan and knows who Puka Nacua is and likes him and has his jersey.
I didn't tell you this part of the story. She also got a kick out of the fact that she also knew Brett Musburger.
Oh yes,
she had a Brett Musburger and Bill Walton story where I don't remember what happened. She got on a tangent. She never completed it, but she's like, oh, that reminds. I was telling her how Brent Musburger does our read for VSiN, and she's like, "Oh, Brent, what a sweetheart." So maybe Brent never got all the way down on our mystery lady from the plane. Didn't even get her name.
Nice lady. Wish her the best.
It totally reminded me of Fight Club, single serving relationship.
Yeah. This is of course, bonus episode, rapid fire, because we have a plane to catch. Check us out on VSiN tonight. If you're listening to this on a Friday, 9:00 Pacific, midnight East. And of course, we're brought to you by Little C's. Love me some Little C's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Big pizza weekend. We got NFL Saturday, we got NFL Sunday, we got NFL Monday. So many times to get down on the pizza pregame, aka get it delivered or their in-store pizza portal pickup. Grab some friends, enjoy a few slices during the game, including the Little Caesars pretzel crust. Love you, Little C's. Ryan, I am going to start.
Well, before you start, I don't want to drag the show on forever, but just
breaking news.
It's gonna throw something up on.
Anyone heard from Deckard? His updated version of the fight song worked. Yes, Brandon Staley has been relieved of his duties. Easton Stick, fuck you for not running more, but I still blame Staley. Like, how do you not have any design run plays? The couple times he ran, he looked good. They called one back for a penalty, and the other one he easily got 16 yards or whatever. I don't really Brandon Staley sucks. If you're going to lose on some prop bets, at least you lose the head coach as well.
I just texted Decker I said we need a reaction video ASAP.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll be able to share something with the
Stay
fans.
tuned
But
at Gambling Podcast.
it does seem like his wishes have been. Christmas came early for the
and
Decker
he
fans.
almost nailed it He almost nailed the time of death exactly. Last night he tweeted out 9:15 a.m. It will be announced, and I think it was like 9:22. The Chargers tweeted out they have parted ways with Brandon Staley. R.I.P. Brandon Staley.
Respect.
I'm going to keep it LA football. If you listen to the prop show already, CJ and I both love Matty Stafford to have a good game at home against his Commanders defense. Only $6,000. Give me Matt Stafford all day at home. One of the controlled environments we have. And I think this Washington team might be able to push them a little bit. We've seen the Commanders in general get involved in a bunch of shootouts. I don't think anyone on the Commanders can cover Cooper Kupp. Stay tuned. But yeah, give me Matt Stafford 6,000. Is he going to be super high owned?
Yeah, he was mine as well. So I'll immediately on the fly be building a lineup to pivot here. But just to finish your point, I think this is also the kind of weekend where there are going to be some gross games. That game obviously is a game you pencil as, okay, I want to get a piece of this game. And I think you can go overboard on this one. I think you can go all the way to the top. I think you can do whatever you want with this game in terms of stacking double, triple. You want a double bring back. I think everything's on the table for this game. All right. I'll pivot because the other guy I was going to go with I think will be a little bit less popular. Price is nice. Kyler Murray, coming off the bye. San Francisco defense is going to scare a lot of people off. We've talked about how this could be a little bit of a flat spot for the Niners. And again, these teams with these late buys, I do think there's going to be a little bit of a wild card here. We're seeing it in the back-to-backs. The rest is helpful at this point in the season. So Kyler, 6,400. It's going to give me some flexibility to do some other things.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
He's got fresh legs. So yeah, I like the Kyler play.
It's like a young when a boxer's young because he spent time.
He's
in
not
jail.
having any sex. All he's been doing is gaming. So yeah,
they knew about the CT early in the boxing. Like, 5 years not getting hit in the head. You're young.
For me, the big dog himself, Derrick Henry, $6,900. He owns the Texans. They're wearing the sweet powder blue uniforms. Again, what was it? 12 games, 1,380 yards, 13 touchdowns. I know he hasn't been having quite the season he's had previously, but at home against the Texans team, which, again, I think they're just going to pound the rock. Like, why not? I know there might be some opportunities in the passing game, but why expose Will Levis to that? Just give the ball to Derrick Henry and see if they can stop him. I don't know if they're going to be able to.
It does seem like he is. It does seem like this is going to get to 3.5, and it's just going to be like bizarro land, right?
What do you mean?
The game just.
Oh yeah. Well, it does seem like
AFC
CJ Stroud's not playing.
Yeah, but all right. So running back one for me. I want to still get in the Rams.
Oh, and breaking news: CJ Stroud is officially out.
Yeah, I thought I saw something tick up, but it didn't
seemed like it was trending that way.
So I guess the concussion protocol is still doing some work. The concussion protocol has not completely
for star
cleared.
Players they're worried about next year. The concussion protocol has different rules.
Has someone made the joke yet about the concussion protocol clearing the concussion protocol? A lot of people,
that's real meta, but I appreciate it.
There are a lot of people really getting expedited through the process here. It's like when you pay a little bit extra for your passport.
Oh yeah, fast processing.
Kyron
Williams. Oh yeah, we could do that fast.
Yeah. Oh, just more money. Sweet. All right.
Give me $5. Okay.
Build all the gates. I'll pay. Kyron Williams. I do think a lot more people are going to play Puka, Kupp, Stafford than they are going to go after the running attack because of what Washington has enabled in the passing game. So I'm going 7,500. We've seen Kyron Williams when he does happen. He happens in a big way. Pretty concentrated volume going to these three guys: Kupp, Nakua, and Kyron Williams. So safe bet that someone probably two of these guys are probably worth playing. It's almost a little bit of that situation where the points are going there. 7,500. Kyron Williams.
Mentioned him on the prop show. My ladder receiving yards: James Cook at home, $6,300. He seems to be a big part of the passing game. He seems to, I think he's getting targeted on 30% of the routes he's run since they have a new offensive coordinator, coming off a 5-catch, 5-target game for 83 yards. Like let me double check, but Yeah, I mean, 25 fantasy points last week, and I think they're going to employ a similar game plan to attack this Dallas Cowboys team. And why not keep giving it to James Cook? He's really tough to take down in space, and they seem to like getting him going in the passing game. You get those easy PPR points. So yeah, James Cook, $6,300 at home for the Bills all day.
I think he's going to be a nice play this week because of that red one next to him. So. I mean, don't you think?
Oh yeah, because the Cowboys have a good rushing defense, but the opponent ranking thing doesn't usually. I don't think it factors in receiving yards for the running back, does it? Or is it total fantasy points against a position?
What was that? The DB.
No,
the rank. That's
their
their
rank.
rank.
Talking about okay.
Yeah, that's their rank. That's their rank against. I guess I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I would assume it's fantasy points against.
Okay, but yeah, this is a good matchup for Cook. I don't care all day with Cook.
Yeah, so bring back for Kyler. I started it with McCaffrey. I thought about getting cute and putting Mason in here, thinking maybe they rest up McCaffrey, but they seem pretty dead set. Well, here's the Galaxy branding. Are they going to pull back the reins on McCaffrey to ensure Brock Purdy gets more MVP love? Or
I don't know.
Is McCaffrey the guy they want to get the MVP anyway?
So I think the most sure thing on the 49ers offensive side is Debo. Like that guy just can't be tackled right now.
Then I'll back out. I'll pivot to the other running back that I had since we're building this live. Give me Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Going again. I thought I got getting cute with Algier against the Panthers, but give me Bijan against that.
Panthers are so bad against the rush. Hopefully
it's gonna be shit weather.
Hopefully he gets the carries.
Yeah.
For me, I'm playing Matty Stafford. You got to play Cooper Kupp. I know he was dealing with a little bit of an injury against the Ravens, but 10 targets, 115 and a touchdown does feel like it's a little bit of Cooper Kupp of old. I'm not playing Puka Nacua. I'm doing the single stack with Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I think that's going to allow me to get a little bit different.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I mean, I could, but I kind of like what I'm doing here.
I don't have a massive take on that one, but yeah, I don't hate it. All right. So wide receiver one, we'll make it the bring back. Debo's hot right now. Brandon Ayuk is cheaper than him for the first time all year, I believe. Give me Brandon Ayuk 7,200. Bring back on Kyler Murray. I have to bring back Kyler Murray. I can't just play Kyler without a bring back. He needs to be pushed here. Garbage time has to be my friend. So Ayuk 7,200. I got to start saving money, Sean. And I'm doing this on the fly. So this is. You're seeing real skillful, handcrafted, artisanal work here.
Ryan, just a friendly reminder: the show's sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, perfect time. The holiday season, everyone's super stressed out. Perfect time to give the gift for yourself, and that's a clear mind. Find someone that you can talk to that can help you out. Talk therapy really can make a difference. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist. Switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/SGPN today to give you 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/SGPN. And we're also brought to you by PrizePicks. Have you signed up with PrizePicks yet? What are you waiting for? We gave out a PrizePicks entry on our NFL show, on our college basketball show last night. We've been giving out a ton of entries, and stay tuned at Gambling Podcast. Always popping out more entries over on PrizePicks.
Birthing
entries, and you can birth yourself a sweet bonus when you go to PrizePicks.com/SGPN. Use code SGPN for a first deposit match up to $100. That's PrizePicks.com/SGPN. Code SGPN. PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. For me, it's an easy decision. Maybe the matchup isn't great, but he only had. I'm looking at his number. I know it only because he is on our high stakes fantasy team. He only had one catch last week. Somehow didn't get a touchdown. Spot. Mike Evans, massive bounce back spot. I don't care who they're playing. I don't care if it's outdoors. I don't care if Mayfield's not as good on the road. I don't know if Green Bay, or I do like Green Bay to cover, but I think Tampa Bay, all their offense is going to run through the great Mike Evans, $7,500. I have a little bring back stack later with Green Bay, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, Mike Evans, $7,500 all day.
I certainly have. Yeah, I don't. I think just in general, he's a fun guy to get involved. Stacks with Packers also potentially work for me. All right, wide receiver 2. I need to correlate the Kyron Williams play. I thought I heard a birdie whisper about how McLaurin wasn't getting enough work. He's a team leader. He's an absolute like locker room guy. He's not complaining, but it did seem like he's kind of like, hey, throw me the damn ball. Coming off the bye, 5,600, they'll find a way. Give me McLaurin. Thought about getting cute here with Samuel or Dotson, but he's going to be the game stack for Kyron Williams.
My third receiver, he's the guy they need to get going. He's the guy that they have been getting going and has been doing well. Rashee Rice, 10 targets, 7 catches, 72 yards, had a touchdown. Like he is the guy, and it seems like Andy Reid's finally realizing this. Any Kadarius Toney targets should all be directed to Rashee Rice. Now I know New England.
You don't think this is going to be the Kadarius Toney bounce back game?
Could be. I mean, Reid is a guy that, for whatever reason, they keep defending him. They keep liking him, but
it seems like the end is near.
Yeah,
I feel like for that bullshit.
He has, Andy Reid's a guy who has a lot of patience, but at some point, even he has to realize how hard Kadarius Toney sucks. So yeah, give me Logan Thomas, or sorry, Rashee Rice, $6,100. Jumped ahead accidentally to my tight end, but Rashee Rice, $6,100. Kramer.
All right, so I kind of. I mentioned it earlier. I don't hate the idea of getting involved in this Green Bay Tampa Bay game. What are we thinking about Chris Godwin this week?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess
he's full practicing on Friday today.
He got so many targets. Baker just hasn't been able to get him going. I mean, 96 targets, only 58 catches, only only 1 touchdown. So this season, or sorry, 1 touchdown. I think he has 1. Yeah. He just hasn't had a great connection with Baker. But if you're looking for like possible sneaky breakout, certainly there's that angle.
No, I mean I wanted to get in the game. It would have gotten really gross if I went up to Evans. So I did play Godwin in this spot.
Okay.
Third receiver. Let's go.
For me, I tipped my hand there, but Logan Thomas, I know he's had a couple of bad games, but the Rams are really soft to the tight end. I think this is a good bounce back spot for him in a dome. Maybe playing from behind, some easy stuff for Sam Howell coming off the bye. Again, you want to talk about a veteran who needs some work. Logan Thomas does have 3 touchdowns this season. Him having 2 touchdowns in this game, Rams winning. You want to get crazy with the parlay. That's kind of fun, but yeah, give me Logan Thomas, 3,700.
Feel like I would almost, I think the more that I think about it, the more that I'd want to double bring back this Rams game. I think because while the Rams don't need push, if they get pushed, like I feel like the winning Millie Maker lineup is going to have like 4 players from that game. All right, tight end.
Yes.
Yeah. So Kyler's getting stacked with Trey McBride always 5,200. Didn't have to think about that.
Yeah, I mean he's just a PPR machine. He's going to get it done. Ryan, I'm running out 12 personnel. That's right. Give me Tucker Kraft for the Green Bay Packers.
All right, I'll pivot again. I knew you were gonna have him. That's why I didn't say him out loud earlier for the game stack.
No, I love him.
Correlation. I love him
this week. And especially with Christian Watson, I think he's officially ruled out, not 100%, but seemingly like he's not going to play. Just creates a bunch of opportunities for Tucker Kraft and this Tampa Bay defense. You can attack over the middle. Drake London, I guess he was outside, but still, I think there's a lot of opportunities against this Tampa Bay Bucks in the passing game. Tucker Kraft 3,000 feels like a great price here. So all day on Tucker Kraft.
I also had Tucker Kraft in the second tight end spot. I think
double tight end.
This is now, I think 2 or 3 weeks in a row I've been rolling out a couple tight ends. I don't hate. I mean, again, it's another week where I think when you look at the pricing, Kraft will probably be popular, but I like the play. I like the matchup, and do I think he can outscore the receivers on his team this week? Yeah. Do I think you can maybe find a diamond in the rough with one of the receivers on the Packers? Maybe, but this also could be the random Aaron Jones game. And if Aaron Jones is going off, Tucker Kraft's going off.
ZD Mills legend in the chat saying he's got a fantasy question. I've McBride and Likely at tight end and Waller coming off IR. Which one should I drop? I mean, this is a tough one, but I don't think you can get rid of McBride or Likely.
Well, I mean, McBride you can't get rid of. Likely he's been a piece of that offense. He's not been the piece.
Yeah,
you could argue that McBride and Waller will be the piece.
Is Waller going to play?
Waller's
this week?
playing this week.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't been activated yet, but that was the top.
I guess maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I would be skeptical. Waller coming back off a hamstring injury. You know what you're going to get with Likely. He seems to be pretty involved in that offense. So I would go McBride and Likely, but I could see how you'd want to take Waller over Likely. But McBride, definitely don't mess with him.
Yeah, I just think the McBride is probably the guy that you just have to not get rid of.
Yeah.
And also if you probably, I mean, the couple games when Waller was healthy with with Tyrod Taylor out there, he had some games. And so, I mean, the reason you're not getting rid of him is because of that. You know, he's had an 8-5-7 catch. He's had good when his games hit, they hit. And I think the problem with Likely is he's just not going to hit as often.
Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah.
I would rank those McBride. I would put Waller and McBride up top, and then Likely. Hopefully, it's an FFPC team, and you're getting 1.5.
I would still have Likely slightly higher because of the questions of coming back from injury. But I see where you're coming from, Ryan. You're worried about growing that mustache.
No, I'm not worried about that at all. If anything, it's crazy that I even have a chance. What I'm saying is you're reflecting your love for Isaiah Likely, not what's actually happening on the field. His best game was last game, 5 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown.
Well, but
before that, when he was the guy 4 for 40, he's had multiple games where he was the guy where it was 4 for 40.
Okay.
So
yeah, I guess I'm skeptical of Waller coming back off the hamstring injury. 100%.
Vibes are high. Tommy, we haven't seen Tommy Meatballs throw him the ball yet.
Another question. Yeah, I guess if you're looking for higher upside, you could talk me into Waller. If you're looking for safer, Likely, definitely the play. And of course, if you're looking for an optimized parlay, you got to go to HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Love Hall of Fame bets. Help you put together some sweet parlays. Find your weakest leg. Optimize your parlay. Send it to the moon, baby. Download the HOF Bets app or go to HOFBets.com. Use the promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Love me some Hall of Fame bets. Kramer, time for the Big D defense. What do you got?
Big D. I didn't have much money, so the decision basically came down to the $2,400 Bills, the $2,300 Patriots, or the $2,200 Cardinals, and I went Patriots. I think this is going to be a weird game for the Chiefs. I think this is going to be one of those games that we're discussing betting Chiefs futures afterwards because they've looked so horrible. And I think Belichick's about to have another stern handshake with Bailey Zappi. Patriots 2,300.
Patriots 2,300. All right, so I have 2,700. I kind of considered the Giants. Interesting spot, but they're on the road.
Is Jameis or Carr starting?
I assume Carr is still starting. Haven't seen anything otherwise, and Dennis Allen's going to do everything he can to not start Jameis Winston. I went for the Buffalo Bills at home, $2,400. I think this Bills defense at home, a desperate Bills team. You got the Dallas Cowboys going outside for the first time in a long time. This has some turnover opportunities for sure. And if Buffalo can get out to a lead, maybe get some sacks on Dak. It just feels like this Dallas offense due for a little bit of regression. Maybe I'm just the hater, Ryan, but outdoors in Buffalo.
I hope so. I didn't play the Bills defense for a reason.
Why?
So I told you I'm very worried.
You're very worried.
I'm very worried that there's a juggernaut over here, and they're somehow they're crescendoing still at the end of the season.
I like your. I'm going to say you're trying to reverse jinx the Dallas Cowboys, Ryan.
Very worried about the injuries for the Bills defense.
Right. They'll be fine. All right, so rattle off your lineup.
Let's go. Jesus Christ. Kyron Williams, Bijan Robinson, Brandon Ayuk, Chris Godwin, Terry McLaurin. As I read this off, how did I fit all these guys on this team? Trey McBride, Tucker Kraft. I got 3 T's there at the end, and the Patriots defense.
Matty Stafford, Derrick Henry, James Cook, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans, Rashee Rice, Logan Thomas, Tucker Kraft, and the Bills defense.
Fucking
Thank you
awesome.
for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, Second Money Green. He's Ryan.
Happy Friday, Sean.
Kramer. Let it ride.